Hello and welcome, my Capricorn friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be a group reading for my Capricorn friends in celebration of Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, my friends. I love that we can celebrate these two amazing days together. I'm so honored that we can celebrate and look at that abundance in our lives. In October, that's kind of what we started to do, is look at that abundance piece. So in November for the US Thanksgiving, I really wanted to dive a little bit deeper and kind of get into this a bit more. So this is the spread that I created for the reading, and I kind of kicked up the notch a couple places here and there for this spread. I'm going to be kind of flipping back and forth between the cards and the spread so that you get an understanding of where I'm at in the reading. And also, if you want, you can try this at home as well. Try it out with your own cards and see what you bring out with your abundance read. So for this reading, I'm going to create our cornucopia again with the Good Tarot, and then I'm going to fill it with blessings from the Dragon Oracle, the Angel Inspiration Oracle, and the Energy Oracle. Like always, there's links below to all these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Capricorn friends, let's see what the cards have in store for you today. We're going to start off with the first question. What abundance do my Capricorn friends have in their life? Okay, we've got a jumper there. Let's see if we get another one. Yep. Kind of knew there was more to this, right? Like, let's just huck around all these cards, right? Okay, so we've got a couple jumpers here. The first one, the Hierophant. The fifth card in the Major Arcana, and it talks about that connection. The connection to Source, to the universe, to the ultimate being. God, Goddess, whatever you want to call it, that label of that higher source. The Hierophant is the connection to it. Then, with the Hierophant, we had the Ten of Fire, also known as the Ten of Wands. That kind of figuring out how to work more efficiently and work more effectively than harder. And that connection into Hierophant would really have helped out because we are looking at getting that guidance and support from those higher vibrational beings and our higher self and the collective consciousness. Then we have the Ten of Water that jumped out with it. The Ten of Water, the Ten of Cups, talks about that support. Pamela Coleman Smith drew the original card with a rainbow with 10 cups and this dancing children and a happy couple. That familial support. And it's not just familial on land, like in your physical sense. You're looking at water or cups. That generational support is there as well. So when you're looking at abundance, you're looking at that connection in to the higher realms, to the other side, really supporting you and working more effectively and creating and embracing what it is your gifts and talents and passions are bringing forward. Now we do have double tens, the Ten of Water and the Ten of Fire. In angel messages, when you're looking at double tens or multiple tens like that, you're looking at a message saying that this is a time of personal development and spiritual growth, which is very much true, my Capricorn friends. We are looking at many people looking at a personal journey and spiritual enlightenment, and we're going to continue this kind of upward trend as people really start to step into their own power. So let's look at the second question. What has kept my Capricorn friends grounded while they've had these achievements and successes? And that's the Nine of Air, or the Nine of Swords. All that hard work. This has not been easy. We've had some challenges, some obstacles have come up. When we're dealing with connections, we're dealing with some challenges. right? Nines are all about that hard work, all that we've achieved. And we've achieved quite a bit. Now, I know many of you are looking at your screen going, yeah, she's full of it. I don't have three-way conversations with my guides. I can barely tell it if they're in the room with me. Successes and achievements and abundance is measured with differently by different people. Even acknowledging that they're there, or even acknowledging that you want to talk to them, or talking to them. You may not be able to receive that message clearly. Subconsciously, you're getting more information and you're following that gut instinct more. It doesn't mean that you are having those three-way conversations or two-way conversations. It just means that we have that acknowledgement and that you're working on it. We know that there's more to do because we're never really in completion. Those relationships still always need that nurturing and love. What's kept us grounded is that knowledge piece. There's a lot of emotion, a lot of kind of passion, craziness that can happen when we're connecting into our higher selves. We're challenging ourselves, we're challenging our beliefs. What's kept our head above the clouds is that the basic knowledge. Knowing what the skills and abilities and tools that you have and gaining further insight and information. Hitting the books, learning courses or taking courses, doing that tangible learning has helped not only in acquiring our abundance, but it has also helped us to stay with our head above the clouds and above that kind of emotional roller coaster. Knowledge, when you use your head, not your heart, you kind of get away from the kind of emotional craziness. Let's go on to the third question. Who has been there to help me and my Capricorn friends in achieving their successes? Okay, we got a jumper. First card, Eight of Earth, or the Eight of Pentacles. Eights are about movement and manifestation, that grounded, earthy pentacle. And the Six of Fire, the Six of Wands. So the individuals, and there's more than one. None of us just ever have one. There's always a group of people. You have a group of people, and these may overlap, by the way. You have a group of people that are very down to earth. They help keep you really rooted in your traditions and your belief systems and those norms that we function within. They're very grounded and they're very supportive. They nurture us. You have another group of individuals who are very balanced but full of passion and fire. They're the flaming candle in your crew, if you will. They are not afraid to take on those challenges, and they push you and guide you to challenge you and you to overcome your challenges. These people have helped you move you from acknowledging there might be something there to really starting to connect in and start to work on that relationship piece with those higher beings and that higher source. And our final question, we got a couple jumpers there. How can my Capricorn friends share their abundance with others? Okay. The first card, the Hangman. Encouraging and working with people to let go. Let go of that preconceived notion. And as we let go of those preconceived notions, we kind of encourage people to do it through demonstration and role modeling, that we can't micromanage the universe. We have to trust in this universal energy to help guide us and get us over that next step or to that next step. Justice. That's the balance card, the 11th card in the major arcana. And she deals with that black and white, balancing truth and knowledge. When you start to go from an avenue of shooting from the hip that is truly connected into that universal energy of love and light, you're going to be able to guide people clearly. She's a gatekeeper. She would help people to that next stage, to that next step. And allowing people to explore that right and wrong for themselves is going to be very important. The Hierophant appears to people in different forms, and so does that big universal ultimate being, whether it be God, Goddess, whoever, whatever. Acknowledging it for them and what that's going to look like is going to be important, because it may not be what it looks like for you. Then Strength, the 8th card in the major arcana. These 3 cards jumped out together and they're very important. That inner strength, as you tap into it and really connect it into your skills and abilities, you're going to really invigorate and demonstrate how you can truly live an authentic self, which is really going to catch people's attention. We make more of a difference when we lead by example than beating them over the head and Bible thumping, if you will. Not that I say Bible thumping is a bad thing, but when you lead through example, they're able to make their own decisions and see how your choices and decisions have impacted you, and make choices and decisions that will impact them. Now we do have double 8s. We have the Strength, which is the major arcana in the 8th card. We also have the 8th card in, or the 8th of Pentacles, or the 8th card of Earth. In angel messages, when you're looking at double 8s, you're looking at abundance and material prosperity coming your way. The more you access these natural skills and abilities and you start to really nurture them, the higher your vibration is going to be. The higher your vibration, and the easier it's going to be for you to manifest those pieces in your life. This is a beautiful cornucopia built on strength. We also have a phenomenon of counting. So the 8, the 9, the 10. We've got the 11th and the 12th. That counting. You're starting to go and push yourself forward. That development stage is very clear throughout your cornucopia. And not only for your cornucopia, but you're going to be able to make a difference in other people's lives through inspiration. Now we're going to fill this cornucopia with blessings, and we're going to start off with the dragons. So the first row of blessings that are going to encourage my Capricorn friends. The first one, the Earth Dragon, clears your path and the land around you. This helps not only clear any of the negativity that is being held in the space around you, whether that be from your current generation, past generation, traumas that Gaia is holding, but it also helps to bring fertility and abundance to that space. The Earth Dragon is amazing at healing and really rejuvenating and revitalizing the earth around them. Then we have the Emerald Dragon, bringing healing and cosmic abundance. Again, we've got that healing piece. It's going to be very important that you start to look at that environmental community area and start to work on not only healing, but working at different levels so that you can heal not only yourself, but those around you. And you don't need permission if you're healing like the community. So if you're healing the earth and the air and space around you, whether it be like the energetic ley lines, you have the ability to ask for support in clearing these areas so that people themselves start to feel better, and you start to bring healing on a kind of a more of a community base, which is going to help raise the vibration of your community. So now we go on to the Earth and Air Dragon, which represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. So the Earth Dragon, the Earth Air Dragon, it is really encouraging that balance. You pulled the 10 of water and the 10 of fire, or the 10 of wands. That balance piece is going to be very important for you. We also have justice here. Making sure that your energies are, spent not only on self, but on others, on the physical and the spiritual, emotional planes. That balance brings about a healing unto itself. Then we have the Alpha Dragon. Harness the divine masculine power of creation. So that connection into that masculinity is going to be important. Remember that balancing though. We can ask in for support with bringing in more divine masculine stability and structure into our life. But we have to kind of bring it with a precursor or like a postscript of and ensuring that my divine feminine balances it out. It's never good to have a disbalance of masculine and feminine energy within ourselves or within our community. These energies are very easy to access and tap into. All we have to do is ask. High vibrational beings are just waiting to be asked for that guidance and support. The dragons will work in tandem with the fairies, with the unicorns, with the angels, the archangels. They work as a team to try and help raise the vibration of this plane, as it will raise the vibration of the universal plane as well. We're all connected, and it makes a difference. That's why they're so willing to work with us, because it makes a difference on their level as well. So we're going to thank the dragons for their support and go on to the angels. So the second row of blessings that are going to support my Capricorn friends. Be tolerant. Be tolerant with yourself, where you're at, and more importantly, be tolerant with the people around you and where they're functioning at. Not everybody is going to be on the same page. We're walking very different paths, where we're having different lessons and obstacles to overcome. You need to be tolerant and accepting of where people are at, and allowing them to be in that space, and allowing you to be in your space. You can't push or force things quicker than they're going to unfold. There's lessons and objectives we need to overcome, and it'll take as long as it needs to. Show justice. Very much connected into the 11th major arcana, that justice piece. Things are not always as black and white as we'd hoped. Keeping the balance is going to be very key for you. Making sure that you focus in on all aspects and trying to keep things in a kind of an even kilter. And like I said, you can always say, I'd like more support with that masculinity. However, I would like to make sure that it stays and remains in a balanced form. Because many of us aren't functioning from a balanced state. Our energies are not balanced, we're not grounded, we're not centered. Focusing in on that will help, especially as you're starting to heal and work on different levels. Cherish innocence. Making sure that we tap in to that inner child and enjoy some play and fun. It's one thing to get focused in on all the tasks that we have to achieve and accomplish. It's another part to have to kind of focus in on that play. It goes back to that balance piece. there's stuff focusing in on work and focusing in on that knowledge piece, but that implementation of the knowledge doesn't always have to be through like a report. It can be through more play and fun. Bringing in that play and fun will help with that balancing piece, and it'll also help rejuvenate you. So we're going to thank the angels for all their support, and we're going to go on to the third and fourth row. I'm going to be using the energy oracle for both of them. So the third row, blessings from the heart for my Capricorn friends. Okay, had some jumpers. The first one, Goddess of the Moon. That connects into that balancing piece again. The dragons said, hey, don't forget about that divine masculine. And there's the divine feminine. We need to really kind of shift ourselves and make sure we've got that balance piece, especially when we're looking at healing ourselves. The third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. The third chakra is our solar plexus. I'm not sure why they have Archangel Chamuel there. The energy oracle moved around some archangels and their chakras. Archangel Chamuel is actually connected to your heart chakra because he's the archangel that deals with healing emotional pains and wounds. Your third chakra is your solar plexus that deals with your strength. Now they are kind of connected, I see a little bit, but for me this is two separate things. Archangel Chamuel will help you heal some of those past pains and hurts. We all have them. We're carrying them from our generational traumas, our personal traumas, and then also our multifaceted, multi-dimensional lifetime pains. He'll help kind of work on that. Your third chakra, your solar plexus, is going to help you have the strength and willpower to take on these challenges. And those challenges are going to bring you more obstacles. So both of those are very important. I don't see them as one piece, I see them as a couple pieces. And then hostilities jumped out as well. Hostilities talks about the societal beliefs that this is still kind of woo-woo and new age. It's not new age. This has been going on before the time of day. So those conflicting views and ideas can kind of come in. It comes into that third chakra and needing to be able to kind of defend and stand up for ourselves and not being afraid. And I'm not saying that fighting is a good idea. Sometimes the best way to win a fight is taking the high road and walking away, allowing people to believe what they want to believe so that you can just say, okay, great, glad that's what you believe. You're avoiding some of the conflict, which would raise or lower your vibration because you're lowering your vibration to meet their hostilities. Keeping your vibration high by just letting them spew their spew, and then you can kind of flick off that negative energy and keep going. You don't want to lower your vibration. You don't need to. And the fourth row, blessings that my Capricorn friends can share. Angel of Balance. I think we've talked about balance a little bit here. The Angel of Balance just really brings in that need to remind individuals and show individuals how to balance themselves. Reminding people, because sometimes you have to remind people, wow, you seem like you've got lots of energy today. Have you grounded yourself recently? Hey, why don't we try other forms of grounding? Right? Starting to work on encouraging people, again, through that knowledge piece, on how they can care for themselves. For those who wish, you can pause the video here and reflect on the cards. This is a group reading, however I drew, and in some cases, the cards jumped out for my Capricorn friends. What further information do the cards have for you? Like I said, this is a group reading. If you're looking for a more personal or specific reading, you can follow the link below and schedule a private reading with myself. For those who are interested, I will also be running an online introductory and interactive class on December 9th. I'll be running my Introductions to Connecting, which is an introductory channeling class. If you're interested in this class and learning more about channeling, you can find out more information and register on my website. I provided a helpful link below to my classes page where you can check things out. I hope you found this video fun and helpful and that you're able to gain some direction and insight into what abundance and blessings you have in your life and how you can share it with others. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm going to go next, and I'd hate for you to miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Capricorn friends.